Rudy is known as the millionaire real estate agent maker at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. His passion is to help real estate agents and brokers 10x their income with no cold calling, no prospecting, and no door knocking. He has been featured on ABC, CBS, Fox News. Riz Media named him as the 2020 real estate newsmaker, and Exelon Magazine also named Rudy as a top 10 most admired business leaders in 2021.
Instead of focusing on your weakness, instead of trying to improve what you are weak on, if you want to be successful, focus on your strength, develop your God-given talent, because every single one of us, we all have this God-given talent, right? But then, if you don't practice, you don't develop your God-given talent, it's useless. Look at every athlete or anybody that's successful in their field. Do you think they're born like that? They practice every single day. Right. But they practice on the one thing. Yeah. The problem with real estate agents, DJ, they try to practice on the stuff that like 20 different stuff. So now they become average in everything.
Hello. Good morning. Welcome to our Superstars Agents Partner Podcast. Now, today it's special because normally we interview our Superstars Agent panel here. However, today it's special because we have our corporate business manager, Hazel, here with us today. She is the engine behind what allows here in our team being able to sell over $1 billion of real estate with absolutely no cold calling, no prospecting, no door knocking. Now, Hazel, before we get started focusing on our company-generated corporate relationship customers, clients, why don't you do a quick introduction? How did you get started? All the position that you've been with the team. Take your time to share and do an introduction of yourself.
Oh, yes. Hi, Rudy. Thank you so much. And I'm so honored to be in one of your sessions here today. So, my name is Hazel Dubayan. I've been with the team for 8 years. I started in 2016, September. Actually, this is my 8 years here in the company. So, I started off as an inside sales agent, mainly focusing on appointment setting. And on my third year here in the company, I became the customer service manager. And then in around 2020, I got promoted as an accountability coach. And in 2022, I was promoted as sales manager. So my main focus is to be able to hold the company or the agents accountable with the company generated customers, and also to make sure that we maintain those corporate partnership and we are able to deliver what are the expectations. So yeah, that's a quick introduction about myself. Thank you, Rudy.
That's awesome. Now let's dive right into it, Hazel. Many real estate agents now, the market is changing rapidly. Here in our team, in the last 12 months in this market today, we are able to close over $1 billion worth of buyers and listings appointments in the market today. So can you share exactly how are we able to, how's the real estate agents in our team here consistently over the last, 15, since 2007 till today, over 15 years, able to sell over $1 billion every single year, regardless what's going on in the marketplace. So how is that possible?
Oh, yes, that's a great question. So, team, let me share with you what our system is like. So, let me quickly share with you here. So, we do have corporate partnership with Zillow, with Easy Homes, Realtor.com or Opcity, Prime Street, Revive, America's Mortgage Loan Originators Association. So these are the corporate partnerships that we have, and we are able to get referrals from these corporate partnership. So let me share with you. Um, in our database, we have 121,343 leads. We have 70,327 buyers, 10,464 sellers. And mind you, we have Zillow Group as our corporate partner. So, um, Zillow Flex, this is the program that we are in under Zillow. We have 6,106 connections in the last 12 months, and those are buyers, not mentioning buyers who are looking to sell. Now, recently, we had our most recent partnership as well with Zillow. It's called Zillow Sellers Connections, where we are mainly getting seller connections from them. So, in the last 12 months, Zillow has given us 903 connections, all are seller leads. Our ISA appointments as well are able to book buyer's appointment 3,246 in the last 12 months. Listings appointments, 562 appointments. That's only from our ISAs. Now, question, where are you getting the lead sources from the ISA appointments? So let me share that with you
Oh,
guys.
hang on,
W-
Hazel.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Let's slow down because I know for you this is like what you do every single day, so it may
Uh-huh.
come natural for you. But let's define, Hazel. Well, first of all, most of our audience, real estate agents who's watching this, they don't understand or give clarification. What do you mean when you said Zillow Flex? That's number one. Number two, what do you mean when you said Zillow Sellers Connections? Like, who are these people? And then when you mentioned about ISA appointments, like what is ISA? So let's break it down so that
Oh,
every
okay.
because the reason here, sir, because of this, the traditional real estate model, the industry norms and standards. If you're a real estate agent in a normal traditional brokerage, you actually are responsible to basically prospect looking for your own customers. Typically, I remember here, sir, when I first get my license in 2007, my broker asked me to do cold calling, hard knocking. I'm going to outside networking events. I'm looking for customers. So the idea that you are sharing now that the customers are chasing the real estate agents, this is like very foreign concept. So can you explain like what is what is Zillow Flex, Zillow Sellers Connection, and what is IS like? What is ISA? What does it mean?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm so sorry about that. So Zillow Flex, these are live connections. So once a buyer, and these are buyers. Zillow Flex are all buyers, okay? So once a client go to Zillow.com and they search for properties, they inquire, they wanted to take a look at that home, those leads are going to be connected to our agents. So our agents are actually going to receive live connections coming from Zillow. So imagine in the last 12 months, we received 6,106 connections. These are live connections from Zillow to our agents. And these are buyers who are very motivated. These are buyers who are looking for homes on Zillow. And they are the ones who are actually calling us. So that's Zillow Flex. These are again live connections. And for Zillow sellers connections, these are sellers who are going to Zillow.com. These are sellers who wanted to get multiple cash offer on their home, or inquiring about um they wanted to get more information about their home equity. So these are clients who are reaching out to us. We are not doing cold calling. We are not calling these leads, asking them if they're looking to sell. These are leads who are actively looking. They are the leads who goes to Zillow.com, searching for those homes, asking for information about selling. So these are clients who got connected to us. They are the ones who needed our help. Now, when it comes to ISA appointments, ISA, by the way, stands for Inside Sales Agent. These are um, agents. These are team members. These are staff in the company who are mainly focused on calling the leads, checking their timing and motivation if they are planning to sell by in the next 3 to 6 months. And they are going to book the appointment to our team members. So, meaning our team members are just going to wait, make sure that their calendars are open and updated, and they are going to receive appointments from our ISA team. Inside sales agent, their main focus is to book an appointment. Our agent is just going to wait for that appointment and just need to show up, meet with the client. So ISA appointments, we got 3,246 buyers appointments that our ISAs are able to book, and listings at 562 listing appointments that our ISAs are able to book in the last 12 months. I'm sorry, 12 months.
Let me share the visual here. What Hazel is sharing here is very powerful. This is what Hazel is talking about. You guys, under the inside sales appointment. This is one of the secret. This is the engine when we talk about the real estate office of the future. This is exactly what we are talking about. So exactly what Hazel mentioned just now. So the clients, the buyers and the sellers and the cash inquiries. How many, Hazel, just now, Hazel, in the last 12 months?
Yep, in the last 12 months, we have from Zillow alone, we have 903 connections. For sellers. For buyers, we have 6,106. And for our ISAs, we have 3,246 for buyers and listings 562.
So those prospects, buyers, sellers, and cash offer inquiries, don't contact us first. We do
Yes.
absolutely we do not have an outbound apartments. We do not have any cold callers. If we sell over $1 billion worth of real estate every year, but if you ask any of our people here to do cold calling, we wouldn't even know what to say. So because 100% all of our clients, prospects, buyers, sellers, and cash inquiries contact us first. So that's step number one. And then once the prospect contact us, and then our admin staff team input that into our contact management system, we use Follow Up Boss. And once we input that into our contact management system, then our database manager distributes that leads to our inside sales agent, ISA. That this is what Hazel was mentioning just now. This is what Hazel was explaining about our ISAs, inside sales agent. These are W2 salaried position that we have two shifts. How many people, Hazel, in our inside sales department?
We currently have 11 inside sales agents.
So 11 inside sales. These are two shifts that covers Monday to Sunday from 8 in
Mm-hmm.
the morning till 9 p.m. So we call the leads back to check their timing and motivation to see whether they're ready to buy and sell now. And once we determine they're ready to buy and sell, then we book that to OSA, means outside sales agent. This is basically you, the real estate agents who's watching this. We book you buyers and listing appointments. So literally, you just show up at the buyers and listing appointments. Anything else, Hazel? I just want to give a visual so everybody can follow what you are explaining about the inside sales team. Is there anything else you want to add on this lead flow chart?
No, that's about it. You know, all you have to do is just to wait for the lead to come to you. You just need to meet with them, be there in front of the lead physically, and then get those transactions.
Okay, awesome. Back to you, Hazel. Let me stop sharing. Back to you again.
Oh yes, thank you very much. All right, again, so going back, these are the corporate partners that we have. This is where we are getting the leads contacting us, and this is where we are getting the buyers and sellers. We have Revive, as you can see here, Zillow, Easy Homes. So these are the partners that we have. Not only that, we also have our own marketings. We are in mailings, ads, radios, billboards, flyers. So we have different lead sources for us to get connected with. And these are the clients who are actually reaching out to us, expressing their intention to buy or sell. Now, we just wanted to share with you that Realtor.com, we received 5,126 connections in the last 12 months. Rise Platinum, this is also another corporate partnership that we have. 767 connections in the last 12 months. Prime Street, this is another corporate. By the way, this is a new partnership that we just connected with. We have 86 connections. And then total closings in 2023, we have 882 transactions closed with a sales volume of 667 million. And our total closings in the last 12 months, and this is running, transactions closed 728%. I'm sorry, 728 transactions, and sales volume 595 million. So these are the transactions that we have, Rudy, statistically.
That's awesome. So Hazel, can you share what are some of the challenge? So where is so when these buyers and sellers it's contact us, but where is the origin? Meaning, how does the buyers? What does the buyer see on the outside, right? Before they get connected to one of the real estate agents partner in our team, like we're like are they respond? What kind of advertisement that they add that they respond to you? Can you give uh, a little bit insights into each one of these sources?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, we have different platforms where our clients are looking for homes. The biggest platform that we have in real estate is Zillow.com. So, when we go back to Zillow, for the buyers part, they are the ones who actually go to Zillow.com, search for homes there. And if there is a property that they fell in love with or interested to take a look at, they just need to click on the button that says take a tour or schedule a tour. Now, if the client fills out the information after they click on that button, that connection is going to go to our agent in the back end, and they are going to receive that lead. That's going to be a warm handoff from Zillow to our agent. So Zillow is going to inform our agent that this agent or this client is looking for a home in this property in this area. And that's when the warm handoff is going to take place. That's for Zillow Flex. Those are the buyers. Now, when it comes to the sellers, they go to Zillow and they click on the option to receive cash offer, or they want more information about their home equity. So they are going to put in their home information first, their name, their email address, the information about their home, how many bedrooms it has, and then they are going to click on submit. That connection is going to go to our agent, and our agent is going to call the client right away in order for them to be able to assist the client regarding their interest. So if they are looking to, let's say, if they're looking for a cash offer, then our agent is going to respond with multiple cash offers. So that is something that is available here
Hey, let's
in
talk
our
about
broker.
that. Let's talk about that,
Yeah.
Hazel. That seems very interesting. So you are saying what you are saying is this: when the homeowners go to an online platform, because we partner up with multiple national nationwide online platform, including the biggest in real estate industry today, which is Zillow, like you mentioned just now. So when the
Uh,
consumer are sending cash inquiries, we are able to instantly generate multiple cash offer on their home. There is a very foreign concept, Hazel, because most real estate agents, what they do is that they are communicating to the owner of the house, asking for a free CMA, for example, home
mm,
evaluation on the house. So what you are saying here in our team here, instead of simply giving the owner of the house free CMA or home evaluation, we are able to generate multiple cash offer on their home. Can you speak more about that? Because that is powerful, because many real estate agents watching this, can you imagine, you guys, whenever you communicate with the owner of the house, you are able to generate multiple cash offer on their home in literally less than a minute. So Hazel, explain to our audience, which is a lot of real estate agents in this market. They want to get more listings. So how can we leverage the multiple cash offers to get more listings?
Oh yeah. So, team, if you are going to go out, the beauty of having these clients readily available to us, you know, as I shared earlier, we have over 100,000 clients in our database. If you are currently working on a connection or on a client who's looking to sell a home, then you can leverage the system and show to the client that you already have the buyers in waiting in our database. Now, if you are working with a buyer, you're going to offer off market properties. Now, how are you going to make that offer? We partnered with different iBuyers. So these are investors and they have funds readily available. So if you are going to submit an offer to an off market property, you just have to use our dashboard to generate that multiple cash offer. So if you have a buyer that's interested in an off-market property, you can get two transactions, right? You can get the buyers to find their home that they like, or you and not or but and you can also get the listing signed. So that's hitting two birds with one stone. So
Uh,
um yeah, Rudy, I'm sorry. Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
All right. So yeah, we have a system available. We partnered with Zodilio, we partnered with Open Door, and we have internal investors that we are working with. So it's easier for you to buy a buyer for your seller. It's easier for you to find a buyer for your seller or a listing that you're currently working on. Or if you are working with a buyer, it's easier for you to find properties for your buyer off market, and you can also get a listing at the same time. So these are real offers readily available, multiple cash offers. Now, if you want to know more about that, you can actually join one of the webinars that we have is going to discuss regarding different strategies on how you can earn more.
So Hazel, you are responsible. So you are responsible to keep our corporate relationship with all these platform. Can you share what is your day to day looks like? What are some of the challenges, or like what is in the life of Hazel, basically, right? Like what is some of the struggle keeping this? You are managing thousands upon thousands of buyers and sellers that going in from our partners, from our external partners, and then coming in here, you make sure you distribute it to the agents, and also like how do you know who to book the buyers and listing appointments to? So give a little bit more understanding on your day to day life, right? Because you oversees our inside sales team, you oversees the ISA manager. Actually, you and the ISA manager work together. You have our accountability coach. Can you share the mechanics, the infrastructure behind managing this 100,000 customers in the database?
Yeah, so that's a good one. You know what, Rudy? The main challenge that we have right now, because we have a lot of clients, we have a lot of leads in our database, we need team members, we need agents who can cater to these leads that we have in our database. We need listing agents who will be able to service the sellers that we have in our database. So right now, we have overwhelmed team members, just to be honest. We have a group of our accountability coaches who are meeting with our agents in a weekly basis, doing one-on-one sessions, helping them out, focusing on the leads that they need to work on. Now, the beauty here is that our agents are able to focus on closing the leads who are buying now, right? Now, since they need to focus, because it has been proven that there are no agents who can work on more than 20 leads in their pipeline who can really focus on, showing homes, looking for properties to their buyers, looking for buyers to their listings. So we need we have a team of our accountability coaches who are helping our agents convert more because they can focus on the transactions that they need to close, the immediate leads that they need to close on. So what happens with the other leads? That's why I'm appealing to you. If you're interested, come and join the team because we need agents. We have a lot of leads in our database, and we are consistently hitting the requirements from our partnership because I mentioned earlier these are corporate partnership. So we need to hit a specific goal. And to be honest, we are one of the top teams here in California, and because of that, we are consistently getting more connections. And we are getting more connections. We need more team members who can service those buyers and sellers. So
Yeah,
that's my everyday challenge.
Hazel,
We
you
need
bring
team
up
members.
that's a good point. Now, Hazel, as you know, in this business, in this industry, we have a lot of companies basically over promise and under deliver. So I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna share our database. This is our actual database live on Follow Up Boss now, so that because everybody make a promise, right? These are everybody make a promise, but nobody. But so we wanna keep it real. So Hazel, can you explain for our audience who's the first time looking at this, like what am I looking at? Just walk through this step by step, so I know what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, so if we are going to focus on the screen that we have right now, so these are the total lead count and total activity by lead source. Meaning, we can have or we can take a look at the leads that we have that we just received. Now, if you can see here, we have 32,647 new leads, and you guys can see the arrow there. There is a 34.7% increase on the leads that we receive. Now, calls. So these are the amount of calls that we are able to do.
So
Imagine 221,000.
So
Uh-huh.
these new leads, these are only so the data I pull only this year. Today it's September 23rd. So these are the
Mm-hmm.
new customers, buyers, sellers, and cash offer inquiries that came between January 1st, 2024 and September 23rd, 2024, right, Hazel?
Yes. So these are the leads that we receive, just the start of this year and up to date. 32,647.
But we are not
34.7 increase.
Yeah, but
Yes,
we are
Rudy.
not giving these leads directly to the agents. And this is a huge, this is what we really want to make sure everybody understand, because the leads, these are raw data. So these are, then this goes to the calls, this goes to our inside sales team. Hazel, you mentioned on your
Hmm.
introduction just now that you started with the team. I'm sorry, when did you start with the team?
I started in 2016
So
and I went,
2016. 16,
uh-huh,
17, 19, 20. So what is
eight
that, like
years.
8 years? Okay. So
Uh-huh.
8 years ago, when you started with the team, you started as a inside sales team. That means you are the one that's making this call. Can you explain what is this calls means?
Yeah, it means that you are calling the leads one by one. When the leads come in the database, the new leads here, they come in our system. We call the leads right away because it's speed to lead. We need to make sure that while the client is looking for homes, we need to identify their timing and motivation. Ask them if they're planning to make a move, and if the client is interested, if the client is motivated to buy now, then we book an appointment. So, aside from determining the timing and motivation, a part of our job as well as an inside sales agent is to follow up and nurture the leads. So, that's what we do. A support system.
So the leads come in. There are 46,000 brand new buyers, sellers, cash offer inquiries in the last 9 months, right? From January 2024, and today it's September 23rd, 2024. So the leads come in, and then our admin staff team input that into our follow-up boss. That's what I show everybody just now. I show everybody our follow-up boss, our contact management system. And then our inside sales agent, we have 11 in our staff team members that call that leads to check their timing and motivation. So, and then once we determine they're ready to buy and sell now, then that's when we book that to you. So what I was sharing here just now, the number of calls 221,000. This is made by our inside sales team. Let's continue here. So explain all this. What is all this stuff means?
Oh, yeah. So aside from calling, we also send an email to the client, text, because as you know, we have clients who are very busy as well. And we have, we even have clients who are out of the country, out of state. So we make sure that we utilize technology in order for us to be able to get more deals. And here, even the notes that we leave under the client's profile, that's being monitored as well. And among all the new leads that we received, we booked a total of 6,240 appointments. This is from January up to date.
Now, Hazel, what is the
And,
definition of appointments? Because traditionally, the
mhm.
industry norms and standards. So if I got my license, Hazel, in 2007, and I'm not aware of any other real estate brokerage companies that generate buyers and listing appointments for the real estate agents. So Hazel, can you explain when we say in the between January 1st, 2024 and today, September 23rd, 2024, we book our inside sales team book over 6,240 buyers and listing appointments. Can you explain what is the definition of appointments?
Yeah, so booking an appointment, we book it to a specific location. There is a specific date and time for our agents to meet with a client. So, booking an appointment team, it's not only limited to the property. We book an appointment to the client's workplace, to the client's home, to the client's up to the nearest Starbucks location or any coffee shop. We book an appointment. This is very interesting. We book an appointment via Zoom because, as I mentioned earlier, we have clients who are out of state, we have clients who are out of the country, and a part of servicing these clients are through virtual showings. So that's the beauty of leveraging the technology right now.
Yeah. And this is not only a benefit for, obviously, if you're a real estate agent watching this is one of the secrets, you guys, why the real estate agents in my team are more successful than netting more money is because the agents just show up at a buyers and listing appointments. The clients are chasing you instead of you chasing the client. So obviously it benefits the real estate agents. However, if you really pay attention on this, it benefits the consumers because if you are thinking of selling your home, right? So Hazel, why don't you explain, Hazel? If you're thinking of selling your home, how does this is not only benefits the real estate agent, but it benefits home buyers because now home buyers have more access to off-market unlisted homes that's not available to the general public. And it also benefits the consumers, the sellers, because now the sellers have access to over 100,000 buyers in our database. Can you explain, Hazel, from the consumer perspective, how does this system here, the one that we are showing here, it benefits buyers and sellers?
Yeah, for the seller side, let me start with the sellers. It's going to give them a security assurance that there are available buyers already waiting. And if they are thinking of selling, we already have the buyers. We could have the buyers already for their house. So they don't need to wait. They don't need to put their house in the market for the longest time. They can even get the most amount of money because we can sell it as fast as we can for top dollar, right? That's for the seller part. Now for the consumers, since we are working with sellers, we have a system sellers here. We can even the benefit that we can give to our buyers is that we can give them access to properties that are not yet available on the internet. So they have they have the um they have the they have the what do you call that? They have the advantage compared to the other buyers because the other buyers, the other agents don't have access to this off market property. So The benefit on it for your client is that they don't need to compete. They can get the best amount of money if they are going to buy that house. So that's the benefit for the buyers and the sellers. Now, what's in it for you as the agent? You can have the buyer's commission and the listings commission. And that is something that we can discuss more at a later time regarding the strategies and how it works. But that's how you can benefit as an agent. That's how the buyers can benefit, and that's how the sellers can benefit.
Okay, let's so this is the data over the last between January 1st, 2024 and today it's September 23rd, 2024. So 32,648 new buyers, sellers, cash offer inquiries. And then what does it mean, Hazel? What is initially assigned leads means?
Initially assigned leads. So these are the leads that created during the selected time. And these are the leads that initially assigned to everybody. Now, the currently assigned leads, these are the leads that got reassigned. So, um, as I mentioned earlier, the ISAs are nurturing and following up with the leads. So if you the challenge that I mentioned earlier, we're lacking on team members who are going to cater to the buyers and sellers in our system. So if our team member is already overwhelmed, we cannot book that appointment back. So we have to reassign it to someone who can service the client, right? So those are the things that the challenge that I'm facing every day already.
So our inside sales team make over 228,000 calls. This is what Hazel is talking about. This is why the future of real estate, Hazel, when we talk about the real estate office, when we call it the real estate office of the future, means I believe the future of real estate is either you build your own team or you join an existing team. And the reason, because it's almost humanly impossible for a solo agent all by myself trying to do all of this, right? Number one, as a traditional solo real estate agent, I'm responsible to do lead generation. And then once we do lead generation, I have to nurture the leads. Once I nurture the leads, I have input it into my database, and then I have to do the follow up. I have to nurture. You guys remember in real estate, we talk about the money is in the follow up, right? It sounds very good if you hear it on a seminar, but in real life, it's just practically not possible because as one man show, as a solo agent, Hazel, everybody, we all have 24 hours in a day. We have to sleep, so 24 hours is you minus 8, so and then you have to eat, you have to take a shower, right? So practically the most any human can work is 15 hours in a day. So this is why we believe here in this office, we believe that the future of real estate is in the team system. Either you build your own team, which I can coach you to build your own team, or you join an existing team. It's because of leverage. Because our definition of a team is where each individual person has a specific role in the transaction. Each
Mm-hmm.
individual person has a specific. Hazel, can you share? I know I kind of like went through this quickly just now, but can you share from your experience? You've been with the team for over 8 years and you holding multiple different positions here in our team. Can you share from your perspective this lead flow chart here and why this is way more superior for real estate agent, for consumer, home buyers, and seller as well?
Yeah, of course. So, as I started as an ISA, I just wanted to look back real quick. So, the main job that we have is to determine the client's timing and motivation. Now, if the client is determined and the timing is there for them to make a move, then we book it to our agent. Who's the one who's working in the field, OSA. So this is what you can see on the diagram here on the chart. So once our agent meets with a prospect, it's either he get the listing signed or get to sign the BRPC, exclusive agreement working with the client. If that client, something happens to their life and they wanted to hold off a little bit and wait for 3 months, our agent doesn't have the capacity to always nurture and check back on the clients, keep them up to date. So the way how we do it structurally is we have our accountability coaches to meet with the agent in a weekly basis. So the accountability coach is going to help the agent determine if this is a client that they wanted to spend their time with doing the follow up calls, or they can give that client back to the ISA team for them to support the agent in following up and nurturing the lead while the agent can focus on the leads who are ready to buy now. So this is this is the beauty of having the team system because the agent doesn't need to do all the work all by himself. Imagine if you are an agent who has 10 leads in your pipeline, you have a client who wanted to take a look at homes, let's say 5 out of 10. If you are going to show them homes every day, you will not be able to follow up on the other 5 in your pipeline, in your database. So those are lost businesses. And if I am the client and you got too busy, you will not be able to, get in touch with me, keep me updated of what I need regarding my home search, then I will be working with somebody else because I don't feel like you have the time to help me. So with a team system, you are guaranteed that you will be able to focus on the prospects that you are currently working on in order for you to close more deals, while the client is constantly being serviced by the ISAs following up so that whenever they are ready to go back in the market and search for homes, you can get back to those clients and show homes. That way we won't be able to like quote unquote abandon everybody, and it's going to cause lost business. So that's the beauty of the team system.
That's amazing. Hazel, let's wrap it up by we have so many real estate agents who's just joining, watching this. So let's wrap it up by let's go through one more time. Hazel, share everybody how where is all the buyers and seller come from, how many total customer we have, and what is the result, right? At the end of the day, show me the money. Like how many closed deals from this system here in this market today, not from 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago. We are only sharing what's working today. Here today, it's September 23rd, 2024.
Yes, of course. All right. So the leads that we have in our database, we have over 120,000 clients in our database. These are the leads that we got from our corporate partnerships. So we have partnerships with Zillow. This is with Zillow Flex, and these are all buyers. Zillow seller connections. So from the word itself, seller connections. These are seller leads that we are actually getting from Zillow. Easy home search. These are also buyers and sellers that we are getting from our corporate partnership, realtor.com or
By the way,
Opcity. Oh,
by the way, Hazel, tomorrow on Tuesday at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock Pacific time, I'll be interviewing the CEO of Easy Home Search. He'll be sharing that how the benefits, the value for exclusive, because here in our team, through our exclusive relationship with Easy Home Search, we are getting buyers, sellers, and cash offers inquiries in all LA County. We get exclusivity in all LA County, San Bernardino County, and Ventura County. And from Zillow, which we are getting it in all SoCal, right, Hazel?
mm-hmm. Yes. All over SoCal, Southern California, we have Zillow Flex connections and also Zillow Sellers connections. All right. And apart from that as well, team, we are getting seller connections from Revive. So as you noticed, we are getting a lot of sellers um from our corporate partnerships. And we also have America's Mortgage Loan Originators Association, and also from our marketing campaign, mailings, ads, billboards, even Google landing pages. So that's where we are getting the leads that we have over 100,000 leads in our database.
And this is
And
important. Let's go back here. So I want to make sure everybody pay attention on this because, guys, this is the highest. This is the highest quality of leads. So the reason, Hazel, is this: many many of our competitors who's trying to mimic this, what they do is that they're getting what's called a low level leads, right? The low level leads is the one that you get from Facebook, for example, right? Those are the consumer. It's still at the it's way up on the funnel. Yeah, right. This is what we call down at the bottom of the funnel, right? The people, the consumers, the buyers and sellers that's responding from billboards, radio, direct mail, Zillow, all these are the highest quality of buyers and listing appointments in our industry today. Okay, so that's it, Hazel. It's not just the quality, it's not just the quantity of the leads, but
quality.
it's the quality. That's what Hazel was talking about. It's not, yeah, we have 100,000 customers in our database, but that's not even the point, right? The point is that these are 120,000 as a result of our corporate relationship, as well as radio, billboards, direct mail, which is all of these are the highest quality in the industry today. Now, on top of that, we filter that through our inside sales department, the one that Hazel was
Mm-hmm.
mentioning just now. Okay, so back to you. I just want to share that the where are all these where are all these customers come from? Because it sounds like it's too good to be true, right? Because if you're a
Mm-hmm.
traditional real estate agent, you literally have to beg for business.
Exactly. Yeah. So just going back, we have 121,000 customers in our database. 70,000 of those are buyers, 10,000 are sellers. And these are the leads and connections that we're getting from Zillow, from the ISA appointments, from our corporate partnerships. And these are the total closings that we have in 2023. Transactions closed 828. And from in the last 12 months up to date, transactions closed 728, sales volume 595 million, and it hasn't been the end of the year yet.
Awesome. Now, Hazel, is there anything else that you want to share? Let's wrap it up by share your thoughts. Of course, you've been with the team for over 8 years, managing our corporate relationship. Anything else that you want to share, or just share maybe some of the best practices so that real estate agents, regardless whether they come join our team or not, they can benefit from your experience managing database of over 120,000 customers.
Yeah, so based on experience, team, whether you are in our team or not, it's very important for you to know your numbers. That's the bottom line. So you gotta know your numbers. You have to know how many leads that you have in your pipeline. What's your capacity? How many of those leads that you are working with is actually going to buy or sell now? And you need to know, again, how many of those leads are active so that you can focus your energy, you can focus your strategy, you can focus your um, everything of your service on those leads. Because if you are all over the place, you will not be able to close. You will not be able to reach any of your goals. So again, know your numbers, hold yourself accountable, meaning if you receive those leads, you have to make sure that you help them and you close them. Because if you don't know your numbers, you don't know your capacity, you will never know what what you need to do next.
Yeah, so
And
basically, what you say, know your numbers. What Hazel is talking about, we observe our top converters actually
mhm,
it's not like giving more leads, right, Hazel? Is that what you mean about? Can you explain more? What do you mean? Give a real life example, Hazel. Maybe what do you mean when you say know your numbers? Know your numbers, because I think I want to make sure everybody understands. Because most real estate agents believe, Hazel, give me more, right? Give me more, right? So, which we have no problem give you more. We have over 120,000 buyer and sellers in our database. We can give you 100,000. That's not the issue. However, what Hazel is saying now, that is not the best route, because the idea, you're not making money from more leads. The way you make money is at the close of escrow. So can you explain more? What do you mean precisely when you say know your numbers?
Yeah. So, team, as I mentioned, we have corporate partnership. All right. And we got to know how many of those leads you are able to convert. So, um, you know, the bare minimum that you need to consider is at least 5%. Are you closing at least 5% from the leads that you have in your database? You gotta know your numbers, because it's going to help you focus more. And if we are working, this is in a real life basis, we are working in a corporate partnership, there are expectations that they require us to hit. And if you are going to be one of those agents who are able to close the leads that our partners are able to give us, then you are going to be prioritized. So you will be given more connections. These are rewards that you can get from our partners if you are able to convert or close the leads that they are giving you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hazel, for sharing your experience. Thank you so much for your dedication to our team, helping so many real estate agents be successful in their business. So I'm going to end this podcast by playing a short video, and then if you guys have any question, comment below. Go to, if you like to have a virtual backstage tour of our real estate office system, go to agentsmastery.com. Again, www.agentsmastery.com. Put it on the chat to appreciate Hazel, and enjoy this short video that explain an overview on how our team system works.
Most agents, a common problem is getting a steady stream of high-quality buyers and sellers to work from. For the ones who do get enough good clients, they often end up on an income roller coaster because they spend too much time on aspects of the sales process that take them away from selling more homes. Agents on my team know there is a better way to sell homes. They make a rewarding income, work a reasonable work week, do no open houses, no cold calling, no marketing, no advertising, and no prospecting. Here, a steady stream of buyer leads, seller leads, and appointments are supplied to them. As an agent with my team, you will spend your days actually selling homes and only doing the parts of the job you like. You should consider the sales agent position as an excellent opportunity to earn a high-level income in the only real estate career with stress-free opportunities at success. This sales agent position is not for the brand new rank amateur agent seeking a shortcut to proficiency, nor is it for the failed agent unable to make a living. Instead, the agents who love this change and do well in this position have had some successful sales, are knowledgeable, have good client management, communication, and organization skills, and could continue earning a good living in real estate if they had to, but welcome the opportunity to focus on sales functions with pre-qualified leads and appointments, the freedom from endless cold prospecting, expensive advertising, intense competition, and uncertain, unpredictable feast-famine roller coaster income. Let's take a look at the lead flow chart. I will share with you an overview of how we generate and distribute leads on our real estate sales team. You will have seen how we generate a steady stream to overflow of fantastic buyers and sellers. And through specialized scripts and dialogues, we convince the best of the best prospects to actually meet with us. Here's how it works. Firstly, the prospects contact us through our reverse marketing systems. That means with our unique marketing and advertising, we stop the prospects in their tracks. They raise their hand and identify themselves as a prospect. They contact us. That's right. All of our prospects call us. We don't do any cold calling or door knocking. There is no, what we refer to as, manual grunt prospecting, such as cold calling, door knocking, etc. All of the prospects that we generate contact us. Now, that's the first step. Next, our administrative team leader pulls all the leads off our various lead capture systems, and all the data is input immediately into our contact management system. Our leads manager then distributes the leads with the best inside sales agents and the best outside sales agents getting the best leads. An inside sales agent on our team assigned to the lead gives the prospect a call, following up with them. That's the first point of contact. At this first point of contact, the inside sales agents determines that A, more follow-up is required before booking the appointment. B, the lead is dropped because the quality of the lead is too low. Or C, we book an appointment. Since we generate many ready-to-act prospect leads, C is most likely. We then assign the appointment to the best outside sales agent. And guess what? That's right. That's you. If you are the right fit for our real estate sales team, you will get that prospect. You will go on that appointment, and then you simply meet with the prospect either at our office or at the property. Now, what happens when you meet with them? After you review with them our exclusive seller or buyer presentation, depending on their need, they are going to sign an agreement with you, either a listing or buyer contract. The prospect may do a post-dated agreement if they are not quite ready at that time, but we will continue to follow up with them to make sure we are on track to proceed when the time is right. If the prospect is more than 2 weeks out, then they are kicked back to our inside sales agent for follow-up, and the process starts all over again. You can see from this lead flowchart how you, the outside sales agent on our award-winning real estate sales team, gets a steady stream of the best and most motivated quality buyers and sellers. You are not spending your time chasing prospects around town that are not interested in talking to you or not ready to move. You are only talking to prospects that are ready to do something. I hope you can see the benefits of our unique system, how it works, and that you will take an interest in applying for a position on our team, or at the very least, discussing it further. If you have a few sales under your belt, the necessary skills, and are ready to come in out of the must-find-a-prospect rat race, we have a great place on our team for you. Enjoy the information contained on this desktop collection, and if you like what you see and hear, contact me for a discreet discussion on this amazing opportunity.